all of my clients tell me, oh my God, Fritz, every time we talk, every time we have a session, I always feel super duper amazing. I always get shifts afterwards. And I'm going to give you the secret sauce as to why my sessions are like this. And my client results are so incredibly amazing, especially over the last 2 years after I've been consistently using advanced conversational hypnosis principles, because this one skill is something that actually two skills is something that we teach and focus on in great detail during the ACH trainings. And this skill is listening and being curious instead of judging our clients' experiences. And so let's talk about the first part, the listening aspect. We all think that we can listen, right? And if you are in the coaching and hypnosis space, you are probably a very, very good listener already. It's probably very intuitive for you to actually be a great active listener, and that's why you came into this space to begin with, right? So you're already good at it. But I was too, and I thought that I was really good at it until I came into ACH, where there's a top tier level of listening that is actually taught and haven't tapped into yet. And this is not just about listening to what your clients tell you, it's also about listening to what they're not telling you, which is more important. And so this was a skill that I didn't really develop until ACH, because I was really good at listening at what they're saying, but not in between the lines. I could intuitively do it already, but I just didn't know how to consciously and intentionally use it to the extent that I do now. And instead of, when you're listening to your clients and something goes in your head, comes up in your head, and you're going, oh my God, it's this. Instead of telling your clients what it is, it's skillfully just asking your clients questions so that they get to the realization themselves, which is really the skill, the active listening skill piece here, right? And it's not about telling your client, oh my God, you have just been playing small your whole life. And because what happens if you say that, your clients are either going to dismiss it, or your clients are going to be like, yeah, I know, like I'm already doing that. Like I just don't know why. But if you can have it in your mind where you got, okay, like this client is completely playing small. And instead of just suggesting that, being able to ask your clients questions, so that instead of you saying, hey, John Smith, you're playing small, John Smith just goes and realizes, oh shit, I've been playing small this whole time. And that realization, and John Smith's realization, is going to be 1,000 million times more powerful than you telling it, right? Because it came from from themselves. And as humans, we think we're right all the time. And so we're more likely to listen to our own suggestions instead of other people. It doesn't matter if we see that person as an authority, like, for example, our coach, because our ideas as humans, we think that our ideas are the best ideas. So if you can get your clients to realize that themselves, then you're in a spot of a much more fulfilling transformations. And again, this is why, to bring back to the old story, this is why my clients always feel better, because I don't give them suggestions at all. I help them to realize what they already know unconsciously, bring more conscious attention to that unconscious gift, and even problems and solutions that they have, so that when they discover it themselves, it has more of a likelihood of sticking, because they they think that they made it up. But it's usually, a two-way reciprocal street. And that is cultivated just through working on the skill set of actual listening and being curious, right? I mentioned curiosity. That's really it. Curiosity isn't telling your client suggestions. That's the opposite of curiosity. It's really just questioning your client's conclusions, beliefs, conflicts, problems, emotions, thoughts, and all of the things that are going on internally. that will really help them to have fast and lasting results. And since applying these concepts, my client results are much, much, much better. And I gained that confidence on charging higher prices. My, one-to-one work now with me is a lot less time than I did before. I used to have a 4 month session. Like I haven't had 4 month sessions in almost 2 years now, or 4 month packages for one-to-one in almost 2 years now. My one-to-ones are 4 weeks, 6 weeks maximum, and I charge the same amount as I did in 4 months, and actually a little bit more. I actually charge a little bit more now because I have that confidence in my ability to change my client's life, transform my client's life, because I embody these principles, because I've had proof of clients actually saying, "Oh my God, no one has been able to help me except you." That's, that not only is good for them, but it makes you feel good as a practitioner, and it, soothes that feeling of imposter syndrome too, because you're actually getting results, and you're not just, being a fraud, that imposter voice that comes up sometimes. And it is finding proof of that that makes you really confident in charging higher prices, confident that your clients are going to get results no matter what. And it is, again, just a skill set. It's a very simple skill set, but it's something that is not really taught how in a lot of trainings. And this is why we teach it in ACH. So listen more, actively listening, not just the words your clients say, but the words that they are not saying. And just be curious, stop judging your clients' beliefs. And also when I say judge, it's making assumptions with regards to their experiences that is your own set of beliefs. And that's why, just be curious, pretend that you don't know anything, pretend that you don't know anything about clients or the mind. That's what I tell my students: pretend that you don't know anything and genuinely just ask them questions instead of putting it all in your head. Suggest to them, let them put it together in their minds, because that's just more powerful, right?